Right now this morning, JC's Lacrosse is facing a critical shortage of toys for accommodations. More info on how you can help up next.
The Packers are on top of the NFC North this morning after beating the Bears. We'll have full highlights and reaction from Green Bay. Democrats calling for video of a military strike that killed 2 people in Venezuela to be released. We'll have more on why they say that footage should be made public.
And the cold start this early morning. In fact, we have a chance of light snowfall, getting better later on tonight. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, December 8th, 2025. We are hot off that Packers win. Hopefully that helps wake you up a little bit this morning. We're waiting for the heat to come on a little bit more in this building. It is chilly out there, Art. I mean, chilly is not even the word.
Yeah,
what's the word?
Outside right now. It's very cold out there right now, and then it's going to be cold later on today.
Yeah.
In fact, it'll be warmer tomorrow, though, getting up to 37-degree high, so that's near 40 degrees for you, right? And of course, that'll have some light snow and a wintry mix in the forecast as well. As you can see either side of me, a wintry mix kicks in for Tuesday. But that snow for tonight, well, it'll be a little bit better chance, as I mentioned before. Right now, it'll carry over up to about a 30% chance. Right now, it's a low chance currently as we finish out the morning hours. Also, we have a wintry storm watches in play for tomorrow. That's mostly out of the region there, but Clark and Taylor County, you're also in that as well, holding on to the possibility of that stretching all the way up along the northern tier of the state here, as well as portions of Minneapolis. We get into current temperatures right now. You're looking at 2 degrees to about maybe 6 degrees out there right now, holding on to the possibility as we get the wind gusts kicking in later on today. Those wind gusts will be up to about 30 miles per hour plus in some cases. We'll also find ourselves with a bit of a wind chill as well kicking into the day. That's why it's going to be a little bit colder for your afternoon as we finish out your day and into the evening hours as well. We'll hold on to the possibility of around 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We have some snow showers coming into the forecast, possibly, and maybe some flurries to begin with, holding on to similar conditions for Eau Claire. And when I come back, we'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up. As you can see, the snow really kicks in gradually as we go into not only today, but into Tuesday. We'll see more snow on the way, holding on to the possibility of warmer temperatures on the way as well for tomorrow, then a gradual trend to be cooler and colder as we finish out the week. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. Well, the Pack sitting on top of the NFC North this morning after beating the Chicago Bears. I've got my green on this morning. The game was tied late in the 4th quarter, but it was Josh Jacobs who ran up the middle for a touchdown to put the Packers up 28-21. Fans throughout La Crosse packed local bars and restaurants to cheer on the green and gold. At John's Bar, competitive yet friendly atmosphere as both Packers and Bears fans came together to root for their teams.
Well, it's an incredible rivalry that's been going on for almost 150 some games. It's built in. It's a wonderful chance for fans of football to get together and appreciate what this game really means. It's really one of the top honors in the National Football League, really.
The oldest rivalry in NFL history, and our own Jacob Lesendorf was in Green Bay for the game. We'll have full highlights and reaction coming up from Lambeau later on in the newscast. Some national headlines this morning. Leading Democrats on Capitol Hill demanding the release of classified video showing a deadly U.S. military strike on a boat carrying 11 people. The follow-up strike that killed 2 survivors that same day remains under intense scrutiny, as CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports.
As Democrats call for the video's release, debate is growing over the second strike that killed 2 survivors on a suspected drug boat off Venezuela's coast in early September.
It seems pretty clear they don't want to release this video because they don't want people to see it, because it's very, very difficult to justify.
On CBS's Face the Nation, Representative Jim Himes, the House Intelligence Committee's top Democrat, said it appears the survivors no longer posed a threat before the follow-up strike.
I think it's really important that people see what it looks like when the full force of the United States military is turned on 2 guys who are clinging to a piece of wood and about to go under.
Last week, a bipartisan group of lawmakers received private briefings from Joint Chiefs of Staff Chair General Dan Kane and Navy Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley, who led the mission.
It was entirely appropriate to strike the boat again to make sure that cargo was destroyed. It is in no way violation of the law of war.
Over the weekend, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth defended the Trump administration's efforts to go after so-called narco-terrorists and said the second strike on September 2nd was justified.
There was a link-up point of another potential boat. Drugs were still there. They were actively interacting with them. Had to take that read. I said, Roger. Sounds good.
Since then, the U.S. has conducted more than 20 strikes on suspected drug boats in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific, killing over 80 people. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Hegseth did not say whether the video of the second strike would be released, but said a review is underway. And the Trump administration stepping up its immigration enforcement in Minnesota. Reports say ICE is targeting Somali immigrants in the Twin Cities. Over the weekend, cameras caught people in handcuffs boarding a plane at MSP. Immigration activists believe this was one of several flights taking immigrants out of the state. The government has not commented. JC's Lacrosse is facing a critical shortage of Toys for Tots donations, now less than a week out from the holiday gift giveaway. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is in the newsroom with those details for us. Seth.
Alexandra, organizers say they're well below target and the shelves are nearly bare. They say between 75 to 100 local families will be impacted by this shortage. The Toys for Tots co-chair says they haven't had a problem like this in years, but they do understand the economic hardships facing families.
Donations are very much down for this year. Understandable. Many people are facing the same hardship, families that are reaching out to us in need, and we just didn't receive the donations we have in the past. Now it's already getting scary because you can see the shelves are empty.
Is this Saturday, December 13th. If you have toys to donate, bring them to JC's Lacrosse to help ensure every child receives a gift this holiday season. There are also Toys for Tots donation bins at local businesses throughout the area. Reporting from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
All right, Seth, thank you for that update. Very important information there. And the Trumbull County Humane Society says it's above capacity with dog and cat areas both completely full. The shelter says because of that, it's temporarily unable to accept any owner-surrendered animals. Staff can connect owners with online rehoming groups to help find safe, loving homes.
I would suggest it's still calling to leave us a message and be on a waiting list for surrendering. Stray animals are different. If people are willing to help house the stray animals until we can take them, we do have food that we offer them.
The Humane Society says fostering pets and donations are greatly appreciated at this time and to stay on the lookout for some adoption specials later this month. As you get ready to cozy up by the fire this holiday season, there's more to chimney safety than you might think. News 8 Chief Photographer Chuck Oadsma catches up with a team working to keep homeowners safe in this week's Eyepiece.
I knew that there was a whole lot more to this job than brushes and rods, really. So what caught my attention the most and what I became passionate about this job is keeping people safe.
There's a lot more to the chimney than just the flues. Just basically getting your chimney cleaned, I think, is very important. I think what's even more important is for the average homeowner who has a fireplace or a wood stove in their home, that they understand all of the parts to it. It's not just a chimney, okay, we hook it up and you can burn away. One of the biggest factors negative towards chimneys is water. And a lot of people don't really realize that. But masonry, brick chimneys, water, you get, in the Midwest, we have a lot of freezing and thawing. So cracks start forming, and then the water freezes, thaws, and the cracks get bigger, and pretty soon water is actually leaking into the chimney itself. And it can progress over years before the homeowner even knows. We do windows too. Can be a messy job. While worst case scenario, as we all don't want, is a chimney fire. And even worse than that is if it takes the whole house down. Nobody wants that. Worst case scenario, yeah, that's what it is.
And they say that it is recommended to get your chimney inspected every year by a professional. The town of Campbell Fire Department escorting Santa around French Island this weekend, bringing holiday cheer to families. Fire trucks pulled Santa's sleigh to local parks where Santa handed out goodies and fire safety tips to local kids.
It's a beautiful day. The kids are out. You know, it's brings cheer to everybody. Oh, we're busy. The elves are working overtime. Mrs. Claus is making cookies faster than Erickson Bakery, so life is good.
Organizers say the event was a festive way to celebrate the season and promote fire safety. Rotary Lights is back, and so are the helicopter rides above the display. I've always wanted to do one of those. News 8 Now's JDS McGee shows us how you can see the lights from above.
If you think the rotary lights look cool from the ground, this helicopter behind me takes it to a completely different level. Lake Superior Helicopters is offering holiday flights at the Oktoberfest grounds, giving people a chance to see rotary lights from above.
Just getting to see the Christmas lights from a really cool angle like the sky is an awesome thing to get to do.
Pilots say riding above the city gives a much wider view than walking the displays or driving through the park.
You don't really get as much perspective just walking around rotary lights or driving through it. When you're flying above it, you get the entire Christmas light show, but you also get to see all the Christmas decorations in people's yards, the city lights, the campus. So you really get the full 9 yards if you're in the air.
And for first-timers a little nervous about flying, staff say the hardest part is simply showing up.
Once you get out here and get in the line, you've done the hardest part, because once you get in, it's just cool after that.
Now flights run from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every weekend until December 21st. Reporting in La Crosse, JD McGee, News 8 Now.
Lake Superior Helicopters offers 3 different tours. The cheapest package starts at $49 a ride. We have a link for you on our website. Time now is 6:10. Still ahead on your morning news. Inflation in September hit the highest since 2024. X is hit with a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. And check your holiday gifts for a new recall. And the Trump administration now acknowledging an affordability crisis after calling it a scam. It's creating a task force to help. We'll have those details. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Grab a pan for a gooey slice. Today is National Brownie Day. Whether you like them plain, with nuts, a la mode, or a blondie, brownies have been a dessert staple for more than a century, with the earliest recipes dating back to the 1900s. Some holiday baking inspo for you this morning. And as you start to wake up, we'll leave you with a quick view of the holiday lights in Stewart Park. This is in Kelowna, British Columbia. Looking beautiful and chilly there as well. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Time is running out at Howe's Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. These are the final days of the sale, with up to 80% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. You won't see savings like this again, so come in now before it's all gone.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 36 months or save up to $4,500.
clock's ticking on holiday shopping. Beat the rush and finish your list for less at Fleet Farm. Get a free DeWalt 20-volt max lithium battery with select Bear Tool purchases during DeWalt Deal Days. Save 30% on field and forest flannel for the family. And get 25% off our entire stock of slippers in-store only. Wrap up your shopping at Fleet Farm with great gifts at the best prices guaranteed. And for even more gift ideas, check out our gift guides at fleetfarm.com.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olsen Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free.
We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy.
You can book your appointment online in minutes.
Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age.
We are always transparent with our estimates.
Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered.
We keep electrical service simple.
We're the Olsen Brothers.
Time is running out at Howe's Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. These are the final days of the sale with up to 80% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. You won't see savings like this again, so come in now before it's all gone.
In our consumer news, how is your holiday shopping budget holding up? If you're worried about the cost, you're not alone. Polls show many Americans are facing higher prices. President Trump recently called affordability a scam, but now his administration is acknowledging the issue, as Amy Kiley reports.
We are now seeing this affordability problem, and I think next year we're going to move on to prosperity.
The Trump administration appears to be changing its approach to concerns about affordability. The Treasury Secretary argues the economy is strong, but he's acknowledging the issue.
What we're not going to do is say that Americans don't know what they're feeling.
President Donald Trump is creating a task force to look at food prices. That's despite this comment last week.
The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
New analysis of Salesforce data shows shoppers paid more for less this Thanksgiving weekend. Reports indicate consumer confidence is down and unemployment is creeping up. According to polls, many Americans are worried about stretching their budgets.
People are running out of patience. They are seeing their costs go up, and healthcare is going to go up.
Now some Republicans are urging action on the issue.
If you're living paycheck to paycheck, which most Americans are, and you can't afford to make ends meet, nothing else matters other than that.
The White House blames the Biden administration for high inflation. Many economists say Trump bears some responsibility too.
We've seen tariffs that have raised costs. We've seen a big rise in deportations, which are making it difficult for farmers to bring in their crops.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
One bright spot is the national average cost of gas. AAA reports that fell below $3 a gallon for regular last week, the first time in more than 4 years. And inflation rose to its highest level in nearly a year and a half. Consumer spending cooled in September. The September report was released over the weekend, delayed by the government shutdown. Annual inflation rose to 2.8%, a rate last hit in April 2024. Spending was flat when accounting for inflation. The European Union hitting Elon Musk's social media company X with a $140 million fine over the weekend. X is the first company fined under the EU's Digital Services Act. Regulators say X failed to implement safety controls, including what officials call deceptive design. That allowed users to mislead others about their identities. Regulators also accuse the company of unclear advertising. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is recalling these Create-On Crayola branded Pip Cubes. The cubes contain magnets that can become loose, posing a risk if swallowed. The sets were sold at Michael's and on Amazon. No injuries reported, but you should toss it or take it back for a refund. That's a look at your consumer news this morning. Now we'll send it over to Art. He's got an update on our forecast.
As we get into that, you have a low chance of some flurries this early morning, giving way to the afternoon, where we're going to see drier conditions as well. You've got the snow that's really starting to make its way from Rochester and, of course, the Twin Cities across the river eventually, and then make its move into our region. We're also going to find ourselves getting into this, though, as we go into it. Or you have into Eau Claire. Not much is happening there. That was where the main effect of that snow was supposed to be. Take a wider view. We have more of this coming in for later on tonight, carrying over all the way into Wednesday as well. Right behind that, coming in off the Pacific Ocean. We'll also find ourselves getting into this morning and tonight, as I mentioned before, light flurries tonight turning into snow as we get into the snow showers later on tonight, and that will be mostly before the 11 o'clock hour. You're going to hold on to more locations now, picking up a little bit extra snow. Medora holding on to some snow, 23 degrees for you, 24 degrees at Shelby, but also not showing any type of shower activity. Prairie du Chien, I didn't show any last time I showed this, now showing some snow, most of it all the way in the areas along the western portion of the river as well, picking up more snow there. We'll go right back over to locations like La Crosse, still showing drier conditions, but Trempealeau showing some snow. Areas to the west still showing some snow as well. Alma, Fountain City, as well as Livingston now holding up to the north there by Osseo, holding up some showers there. Picking up drier conditions up by Ladysmith, and then once you get into Eau Claire, looking fairly dry there as well. We'll get into Tuesday where we get into a wintry mix coming in. Snow starts first, flurries, then snow showers turn into a mix of rain and snow. First off, we start off with La Crosse. I still think we're going to get a little bit out of this. That's by the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour. I know it's kind of out of the way right now, but we may see the possibility of some more showers possibly coming in. The winds begin to pick up, though, into the afternoon. We'll see these winds get up, gusting up to at least 32 miles per hour plus in some cases, where you're going to find that continuing on all the way into the evening as well. Then it begins to break down, holding on to more snow up there by Ladysmith. Eau Claire gets a taste of that as well. Even a mix of rain and snow possible as we go into the 9 o'clock hour. That's pretty much done. Tracks out to the east a little bit, down to the south by Prairie du Chien. You pick up a little bit of a light mix there. Drier conditions as we go overnight. Then coming back again as we go into Tuesday, 6 o'clock, you're going to see winds coming out of the northwest, pushing in more snow coming out of the eastern portion of the area. As you can see here, holding on, you're going to see that coming into the region there, kind of stretching all the way out, continuing all the way to the lake where more snow is going to be pushing that way. Then you've got a mix of rain and snow here as you go right along Winona, getting into Red Wing and La Crosse. That's going to continue to push more of a mix of rain and snow, a wintry mix in there. So that means the road travel is going to be a little bit more difficult as you go through the afternoon commute as well as the evening commute in your forecast. You'll be keeping that up as well all along, all the way into the areas by at least the 3 o'clock hour, 5 o'clock hour. So that means drier, wetter conditions for your commute. You have more of that coming back again in the form of a light snow bank coming back again, or a little snow field, I should say, to finish out. As we go into the next few days, my friends, holding on to the possibility of that mix of snow coming into the forecast, going into lighter flurries, possible for Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even Friday as well, with drier conditions and much colder conditions on the way.
Thank you, Art. New research shows most people not getting enough sleep or exercise. Coming up, why getting more sleep could be the key to working out more. And if you're sneezing more than usual, it could be more than just dusty old decorations. We'll have more on how to tackle holiday allergies.
Coming up in sports, a thriller in Green Bay. The Packers and Bears were battling it out for the top spot in the division, and it came down to the wire. We've got highlights and reaction coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
A grand piano is more than just an instrument. It's a statement of elegance and a source of endless inspiration. Its rich full tone can fill any room with warmth and beauty, and when you invest in a grand piano from Lighthold Music, you're enriching your life and the lives of those around you. Let their expert team guide you through the selection process and fine-tune your life with the perfect grand.
A lifetime of pleasure, satisfaction, and fun.
Everybody has an instrument. Yours is at Lighthold Music.
Lighthold Music.
December is the best time to buy windows.
Right now, you can buy 2 Energy Tech windows and get the 3rd one free, but only for the first 15 homes.
And we're giving you 12 months with no interest and no payments.
Buy now and install in the spring.
These are the best prices of the year, and you can lock in before the January price increases.
Plus, you'll get a bonus Amazon gift card with your purchase.
Don't wait. These spots go fast. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions right now and get the best pricing of the year.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family.
Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
All right, what do you think?
I think we can do a little better.
I think we can do even better.
I agree. That's more like it.
Happy holidays. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had a battle at the top of the NFC North yesterday. The Green Bay Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. The winner taking control of the division. So let's go to Lambeau Field. Micah Parsons, his first taste of the rivalry. Same with Ben Johnson for Chicago. First Packers drive of the game, facing a 3rd and 17. Love back to pass, but throws it right into the hands of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Not even close. That interception gives the Bears the ball in great field position, but the Green Bay defense would step up. Chicago on 3rd and 15. Micah Parsons shoots through the line. Caleb Williams forced to throw it away. Bears punt. Still scoreless in the second. 3rd and 10 for the Packers, but Love with the fadeaway, and it puts it right in the hands of Christian Watson. Touchdown Packers. It's 7-0. Bears would kick a field goal to make it 7-3, but with 45 seconds left in the half, Love taking a deep shot, and that's Bo Melton coming down with it. Touchdown Packers. It's 14-3 at the break. Second half, Chicago starts to heat up. 1st and goal, Caleb Williams rolling out, threads the needle to Zacchaeus. 2-point conversion good. Bears down 3. Packers respond. 3rd and 3. Love hits Watson on the slant, and Watson has room to run. 41 yards to the house. Packers go up 10. But these Bears are frisky. Down 7 with 8 to play, and Williams finds a wide open Colston Loveland. This game is tied at 21. Packers looking for an answer on 3rd and 1. The toss to Jacobs somehow finds a hole and breaks free. A 21-yard pickup has the Packers inside the 10, and then a few plays later, it's Jacobs up the middle and in for the score. Packers go up 28-21, but the Bears would go down the field facing a 4th and 1. Williams rolling out to the end zone, but that ball is picked off. Keyshawn Nixon comes down with it. Ball game. Packers win 28-21, and with more from Green Bay, we've got Jacob Lenzendorf inside Lambeau Field.
Well, the stakes were a little higher than usual for a Bears-Packers game. Green Bay dominating the series in the last decade, but the Bears come in trying to win back-to-back games in Lambeau for the first time since 2007. But it was Green Bay who was up for the challenge as they go on to knock off the Bears by 7. Well, it came down to the wire as the Bears marched down the field late in the 4th quarter. But once again, it was the defense that stepped up and closed the door as Keyshawn Nixon picked off Caleb Williams to put an end to the game.
We was in like a zero call. And my guy went behind the backfield, and I was chasing. I saw the tight end free, so I knew he was the only person to get the ball. So I just ran to me through the ball. I think I kind of got high. It was kind of high. Did I jump high?
One of the stars on offense was Christian Watson, who once again showed how valuable he is to this team with 4 grabs for 89 yards and 2 scores.
I mean, honestly, I think we just got a lot of guys who can make those plays. I mean, I don't really think it matters who's out there. I think we got a lot of dogs, a lot of guys who play with a lot of confidence, and Ten's got a lot of confidence in all of us. So, I mean, it just allows us to go out there, play fast, and play free, and make plays when our number's called.
It felt like playoff football with the weather, the atmosphere, and 2 good teams. The Packers now in a good spot to reclaim the crown in the NFC North.
That's just the hard work we all put in, throughout the offseason, camp, OTAs, everything. We've really come together as a whole and, figured out what it takes to, be in this position right now. So we just got to continue to stick together and, continue to win this way.
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest
biggest thing we wanted to harp on, coming in the offseason was the division games, how important they are, going against, these teams that we have in our division are really good teams. So, that was our main focus, get back to winning in the North, get back to playing, our type of ball, complementary football. And, it was a battle out there today, but I think we on all three phases, we pretty much, complemented each other. We made the plays when it was time.
So the magic number today is 4. The Packers now improved to 4-0 against NFC North opponents this season after just one win a year ago, and they take over first place in the NFC North with 4 weeks to go. And as these temperatures get colder here in the frozen tundra, the Packers are just heating up as they have now won 4 games in a row. From Titletown, Jacob Lenzorf, News 8 Now Sports.
What a finish. Hard-fought game by 2 of the best in the NFC. Love finished 17-25, 234 passing yards. He started the game with an interception, but followed it up with 3 touchdown passes. Packers improved to 9-3-1 in the season. They'll go on the road to face the Denver Broncos next week. We'll have more on the Packers later tonight. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you then.
Right now at Home Furniture, help us stuff the sleigh and make a difference for local children and families this holiday season. Donate $10 or a new unwrapped toy and get 10% off sale prices. Stuff the sleigh and make a difference this holiday at Home Furniture.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and it's a good life. I'm Randy and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olsen Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free.
We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy.
You can book your appointment online in minutes.
Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age.
We are always transparent with our estimates.
Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered.
We keep electrical service simple.
We're the Olsen Brothers.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West-Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. West-Mex meals start at just $5, only at Taco John's.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Stuff the sleigh at Home Sleep Express. Your kindness can make this holiday season brighter for local families in need. Donate $10 or a new unwrapped toy and you'll get 10% off sale prices on Promise Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep mattresses. Give 10, get 10. Now at Home Sleep Express.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Right now this morning, JC's Lacrosse is facing a critical shortage of Toys for Tots donations. More info on how you can help up next.
The Pack on top this morning of the NFC North after beating the Bears. We'll have full highlights and reaction from Lambeau. Wisconsin's hunting season is in full swing, but are you protecting your hearing? Coming up on Mindful Monday, what every hunter needs to know about shooter's ear.
We have a low chance of snow showers this early morning, giving way to more snow later on this afternoon, and I should say this evening and later on tonight. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, December 8th, 2025. It is 6:33. Hope your Monday's off to a good start. Coming off a Packer win, it should be, unless you're a Bears fan, of course. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking the forecast for us. It is just bitterly cold out there.
Bitterly cold, yep, very cold out there right now. Possibly by the time we get to 9 o'clock, it'll be about 0 degrees for La Crosse. Looking at -1 for Eau Claire. Holding on to the pole. Whoa, we're a little zoomed in. Hey, I'm not that tall. We get into it here as we finish out. We have a low chance of flurries this early morning, giving way to some snow later on tonight. We also have a wintry mix kicking in for tomorrow, and that's going to be pretty interesting. That's going to make for a wet commute for your evening commute going into the evening hours and beyond. We'll hold on to the possibility of, again, holding on to this light snow for today and then giving way to this. As you can see, the snow is crossing the river still, and then not lasting long as it gets we get closer towards the central portion of our region as well as the eastern portion of our region. A winter storm watch is in play for tomorrow. You can see that extending all the way from areas by Clark and Taylor County, going all the way into Minneapolis as well. We'll keep an eye on that, but for now, that's for tomorrow. Holding on to temperatures right now, we're looking at 3 to about, say, 9 degrees out there right now. Holding on to La Crosse at 4 degrees currently. We'll hold on to breezy and gusty winds later on as we get past the morning and get into the afternoon, where those winds pick up to about 30 miles per hour plus in some cases. We'll also find ourselves getting into this as we go into your forecast. The wind chill, it's going to feel like 1 degree to at least maybe -8. You get into Caledonia. La Crosse will feel like 1 degree. We'll go into 0 degrees, as I mentioned before, by the 9 o'clock hour. By the time you get in the 11 o'clock hour, it's at least 6 to about 10 degrees outside. We'll hold on to how this all shapes up with a better chance of snow coming in later on in the evening hours and continuing on tonight. Similar conditions for Eau Claire as well, with cloudier skies, giving way to more of that snow coming in for the 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock hour. When I return, I'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up for your day and for tomorrow as well. So please stick around.
Thank you, Art. Well, the Pack is back on top this morning, sitting on top of the NFC North after beating the Chicago Bears. The game was tied late in the fourth quarter, but Josh Jacobs ran up the middle for a touchdown to put the Pack up 28-21. Fans throughout La Crosse, as you can imagine, packing into local bars and restaurants to cheer on the green and gold. At John's Bar, a competitive yet friendly, they said, atmosphere as both Packers and Bears fans came together to root for their teams.
Well, it's an incredible rivalry that's been going on for what, almost 150 some games. It's built in. It's a wonderful chance for fans of football to get together and appreciate what this game really means. It's really one of the top honors in the National Football League, really.
And the oldest rivalry in the league, and our own Jacob Lesendorf was in Green Bay for the game. You can catch his full highlights and reaction on our website. Leading Democrats on Capitol Hill demanding the release of a classified video showing that deadly U.S. military boat strike. The follow-up strike killed 2 survivors the same day is still under intense scrutiny, as CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports.
As Democrats call for the video's release, debate is growing over the second strike that killed 2 survivors on a suspected drug boat off Venezuela's coast in early September.
It seems pretty clear they don't want to release this video because they don't want people to see it, because it's very, very difficult to justify.
On CBS's Face the Nation, Representative Jim Himes, the House Intelligence Committee's top Democrat, said it appears the survivors no longer posed a threat before the follow-up strike.
I think it's really important that people see what it looks like when the full force of the United States military is turned on 2 guys who are clinging to a piece of wood and about to go under.
Last week, a bipartisan group of lawmakers received private briefings from Joint Chiefs of Staff Chair General Dan Kane and Navy Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley, who led the mission.
It was entirely appropriate to strike the boat again to make sure that its cargo was destroyed. It is in no way violation of the law of war.
Over the weekend, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth defended the Trump administration's efforts to go after so-called narco-terrorists and said the second strike on September 2nd was justified.
There was a link-up point of another potential boat. Drugs were still there. They were actively interacting with them. Had to take that read. I said, Roger. Sounds good.
Since then, the U.S. has conducted more than 20 strikes on suspected drug boats in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific, killing over 80 people. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Hegseth did not say whether the video of the second strike would be released, but said a review is underway. And here at home, JC's Lacrosse is facing a critical shortage of Toys for Tots donations with less than a week till the holiday gift giveaway. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is in the newsroom. Seth, this is something you just hate to hear.
Yeah, Alexandra, especially right around now during the holiday season. And so organizers are saying they're well below target and the shelves are nearly bare. They say between 75 to 100 local families will be impacted by the shortage. The Toys for Tots co-chair says they haven't had a problem like this in years, but they do understand the economic hardships facing families.
Donations are very much down for this year. Understandable. Many people are facing the same hardship, families that are reaching out to us in need, and we just didn't receive the donations we have in the past. Now it's already getting scary because you can see the shelves are empty.
The toy giveaway is this Saturday, December 13th. And if you do have toys to donate, bring them to JC's Lacrosse to help ensure every child receives a gift this holiday season. There are also Toys for Tots donation bins at local businesses throughout the area. Reporting from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
All right, Seth, hopefully our community steps in. Sleep and exercise are critical to our health, but new research shows most people are not getting enough of either. I'm certainly not. A study found less than 14% of people meet recommended guidelines for both sleep and physical activity. But researchers say getting more sleep could be the key to exercising more. People who slept at least 6 to 7 hours a night without disruption tended to exercise more the following day. Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Carol is turning 80. She loves community activities and spending time with her kids and great-grandkids.
Happy birthday, and Brooks is turning 8. He's the biggest Spider-Man loving ninja boy there is. Happy birthday to you, Brooks.
Right on. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Coming up on Mindful Monday, how hearing technology can actually make you a better hunter. We'll have those details live on Mindful Monday.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
We're here at A1 Vacuum Sales and Service to tell you about the great vacuums you can get for your home today. Oh, look, it's Lance, the new owner of A1 himself.
I don't do interviews, I do vacuums. At A1 Vacuum, we care about reliable products and service, and that hasn't changed with the new ownership. Our vacuums clean deeper and are built to last. We carry vacuums from all the top brands and can service any make and model.
Stop in, see the changes to A1 Vacuum today.
Freedom is the ability to choose the path that makes you happy.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site
to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram
or a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Stop in now to get a brand new Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Fiat, or Chrysler. Whether it's for work or play, we've got the vehicle for you. We have a wide selection of every model. Nothing beats getting in the driver's seat. So stop in today. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
This process has really given me flexibility since it's self-paced. I'm able to do my work and then still do other stuff. I don't feel weighed down from the course alone.
December is the best time to buy windows.
Right now, you can buy 2 Energy Tech windows and get the 3rd one free, but only for the first 15 homes.
And we're giving you 12 months with no interest and no payments.
Buy now and install in the spring.
These are the best prices of the year, and you can lock in before the January price increases.
Plus, you'll get a bonus Amazon gift card with your purchase.
Don't wait. These spots go fast. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions right now and get the best pricing of the year.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
All right, you get into your local weather here. Holding on to this, though, we have some snow that's working its way out of the region or into the region now, and slowly but surely working its way out of the region gradually because a lot of it's kind of breaking down by the time it gets over to I-94 over there by Black River Falls. We're also picking up again more snow down to the south by Prairie du Chien, looking like they're trying to pick up a little bit right now. It's a little bit light getting down to the ground. They're just flurries. We get into Eau Claire, and they're finally starting to get a taste of that snowfall really working into the area there. You see it just along I-94 and then working into areas gradually into the downtown area. We'll keep an eye on that, but for now we're going to hold on to wider view here from Canada all the way back down to areas by Rapid City. We're picking up more of that snow working its way toward us here. That's going to be for later on tonight, and then for behind that you're going to see a mix of rain and snow coming in off the Pacific, and that's working in for our forecast for tomorrow. So right now we have a flurry or two. We'll get into tonight. We'll hold on to some snow showers popping in, and they'll finish out by the time we get in the midnight hour. Kids going to school this morning, mostly cloudy skies, giving way to at least some breezy and gusty winds later on, 3 degrees in the morning. So it's cold. It's very cold in the morning. We're going to see at least cold conditions in the afternoon as well. Eau Claire starts at 1 degree, holding on to the possibility of, again, by the time you get in the 9 o'clock hour, you're looking at -1. You're going to hold on to very cold conditions this early morning, giving way to this, 21 degrees for your high and breezy and gusty winds for you as well. Most of the winds will be stronger down to the south, but by the time they get to Eau Claire, they'll still be breezy, they'll still be gusty, holding on to the possibility of drier conditions down to the south by Shelby, getting to La Crosse as well. But you get up to Mindoro, you've got some snow showers in there, holding on to the possibility down by Prairie du Chien now, showing more, as well as other locations. Richland Center, not so much just yet, but it's on the way, possibly. We'll see back up into areas along, getting into Stoddard as well, and areas to the west of that, and picking up more of that snow there. We'll carry back into La Crosse, as I mentioned before, not so much, but you get into Trempealeau, areas along the river as well, by Winona, back again by Fountain City, and of course, you'll see that all the way back up into Osseo, possibly with cloudier skies, holding on to the possibility of, again, getting into areas right down to the south that were showing some snow before, are no longer showing any snow in the region right there up to the north. Tuesday, a wintry mix kicks in. You're going to see that possibility coming in with a mix of rain and snow, starting off with light snow first. You're getting into the 10 o'clock hour or 10 o'clock this morning for us with a little light snow to finish out, but you're seeing drier conditions going into the afternoon, breezy and gusty winds kicking in as well. By the time we get in the 7 o'clock hour through the evening commute, you're seeing more snow pop in the picture by Ladysmith going towards Eau Claire, and then back over to Sparta and Black River Falls. That's by the 9 o'clock hour, holding on to the possibility of, again, more snow for Black River Falls by the 10 o'clock hour going to 11 o'clock, and Prairie du Chien. Drier conditions ensue as we go overnight going into tomorrow morning by sunrise. Then we're going to hold on to the possibility of more snow coming back again, and a mix of rain and snow kicking in as you go all the way into La Crosse. And of course, that continues to go as a mix of rain and snow pretty much all the way through the 1 o'clock hour, the 3 o'clock hour, and getting back into the 5 o'clock hour for your evening commute. So that means wet roadways, slippery roadways as well in your forecast. Let's go over in the next few days, my friends. We're going to see the possibility of, again, warmer conditions coming into the forecast for tomorrow. 37 degrees for the high. Then we gradually cool on down to cooler conditions, and colder conditions resume as we finish out the weekend for going into next week. Be safe and have a wonderful day.
It is Mindful Monday, and Wisconsin's hunting season is in full swing, but are you remembering to protect your hearing? Joining us is Dr. Rebecca Young, audiologist at Belltone Hearing in Onalaska. Good morning. Great to see you again.
Good morning. Good morning.
So always a great reminder for us. Tell us a little bit, why is hearing protection so crucial for hunters?
For hunters who use firearms, you can get hearing loss in an instantaneous firearm shot.
Wow. Okay.
We know that On average, about 11% of Americans have hearing loss, but for hunters, that's up to 30%.
Okay, quite a big increase there.
Yes, exactly.
So what you're talking about here, what is shooter's ear and how does it damage hearing?
So shooter's ear is caused by the acoustic trauma from the firearm. Firearms can be anywhere between 140 to 160 decibels, which can cause instantaneous damage to the fine structures of the inner ear. And then the sounds don't go to the brain, where we interpret what is being said or what is being heard.
Okay, so it can happen in an instant and of course have, you know, prolonged impacts on our lives. And then technology can help though. Tell us a little bit about some of these ways that are emerging to help us with this.
Absolutely. So in the past, we would have people just use those over-the-counter disposable passive hearing protection, but now we have electronic hearing protection.
Interesting.
So that the sound is amplified. You can hear the game approaching. You can hear the twigs snapping. You can have a conversation. But when the firearm goes off, it suppresses the sound and protects the hearing.
Okay, very smart there.
All right, so what kind of hearing filters, or what other kind of hearing filters? I used to see the headsets, and then used to see the pink, or not pink, they were orange.
Yes. So there are a couple kinds of hearing protection. There's the over-the-counter hearing protection that you can get at any store, and you put it in and it's plugging everything out, you know. Or there's the electronic kind where they go over the ear or in the ear and they amplify sounds, and then when the firearm goes off, you are able to have your hearing protected. The most important thing, though, is you want to look at the noise reduction rating, the NRR of the hearing protection, and you want that to be up around 25 decibels if you can. The higher that number, the better for people that use firearms.
Okay, the higher the number, the better. And then so for hunters who've been hunting for years without hearing protection, maybe not this level of hearing protection, is it too late for them, or what are you recommending to these folks?
It's absolutely not too late. It doesn't matter if you've been hunting for 5 years or 30 years. If you start protecting your hearing, you can start protecting further damage. And what we want people to do is protect their hearing so that they don't develop hearing loss. But if they have developed hearing loss, we don't develop greater hearing loss.
Okay. Are there any red flags or things you tell hunters to look out for, maybe to, you know, pay attention to? Okay, maybe I am losing some of my hearing.
If you are noticing ringing in your ears, it's called tinnitus. That's often a sign of hearing loss. If you're noticing you're not hearing well in background noise, or you hear people speaking but you're not understanding what they're saying, I would suggest a hearing evaluation. Oftentimes, for example, at Beltone on Alaska, you can come in and we do free hearing screenings. So if you're concerned, come in and we can do a hearing screening, talk about methods and ways to protect the hearing.
Okay, perfect. And I'm sure, you know, coming to one of those screenings, then meeting with you after, you'll get kind of a personalized plan and some of these options.
Absolutely, and they're great stocking stuffers.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. They're super portable, as you've brought with us today. And then they can just carry them in that little blue box where they go, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, great to know. Anything else? We've got a couple more seconds here. Any final message you want to share with hunters today?
I think it's important to invest in your hearing, just like you invest in your other protective equipment. Hearing is just as important for that long-term health of your life, and you don't want to be the 30% of hunters with hearing loss or 50% with tinnitus.
Yes, we certainly need our hearing for many things.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Young, great to see you. Thanks for being here again.
Yes.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.
For over 30 years, you welcomed us into your homes and made us a part of your family. And the Christmas season is the best time of year because it's a time to cherish those who mean the most to us. So from our crew to your family, we're wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the best season's greetings.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at NarcanForSchools.com.
Hey, Dominic here to show you how to make an easy party mix using our original and garlic salt seasoning. Combine melted butter, Worcestershire sauce, garlic salt seasoning, and original seasoning. Mix with corn, rice, and wheat checks, mixed nuts, pretzels, and bagel chips. Cook at 250 for 1 hour, stirring every 15 minutes. You can even add caution seasoning if you want some heat. Get original and garlic salt seasoning and 38 other blends at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. So where's the party?
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's huge gift sale is going on now, and that means unbeatable value on unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like select throws, just $12.99 while supplies last. Over 30% off this DeWalt Tough Series construction jack. 55% off these jumbo dog beds, $26.99. Plus, don't miss up to $100 in Ariat holiday rebates when you buy Ariat footwear, apparel, and accessories. Knock out your holiday shopping for less during our huge gift sale only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
For over 30 years, you welcomed us into your homes and made us a part of your family. And the Christmas season is the best time of year because it's a time to cherish those who mean the most to us. So from our crew to your family, we're wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the best season's greetings.
It's definitely going to be a snow that's going to pile up.
Yeah, that's the stuff. The white stuff, to be exact.
Winter is here, and it looks like it's going to be a while.
It sure is. And don't forget, when it comes to winter's worst, expect more from the best. First Warn Weather.
A major snowfall event.
Travel will be hazardous, sometimes impossible at times. But man, I tell you what, we have bitter cold conditions come in as we go through Wednesday afternoon. Snowfall continues across most of the area. We still got the alert day just for that.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Runners and walkers hitting the trails this weekend in their best holiday gear. You saw Rudolph right there, all for a good cause. The 19th annual Ugly Sweater 5K took off along the La Crosse River trails, ending at Rotary Lights in Riverside Park. Proceeds support local and international service projects, including this year's partnership with the Coulee Region Humane Society. Time now is 6:55. Time for your morning news now. The Trump administration stepping up its immigration enforcement in Minnesota. Reports say ICE is targeting Somali immigrants there. Over the weekend, cameras caught people in handcuffs boarding a plane at MSP. Immigration activists believe this was one of several flights taking immigrants out of the state. The government hasn't yet commented. And the Packers on top this morning of the NFC North after a beatdown on the Bears. The game was tied late in the fourth quarter, but Josh Jacobs ran up the middle for a touchdown to put the Packers up 28-21. Fans throughout La Crosse packed local bars and restaurants to cheer on their teams.
All right, so local forecast starting out with a low chance of flurries this early morning, giving way to at least some snow showers later on tonight. Those will probably hit the ground. That'll be before 11 o'clock tonight, so into the mid-evening hours all the way into the midnight hour. We'll also get into a wintry mix coming in for your Tuesday, and that means, wet roadways going into your evening commute for Tuesday. Even though it's going to be warmer, it's going to have some snow out there with a wintry mix, giving way to some drier conditions, as you should say, at the tail end of the week for the weekend. And look at those temperatures falling as well. 37 all the way down to 7 degrees by Saturday.
Yeah, some -7 in there.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not leaving us much to look forward to this week, Art. Things can always change, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Hold on
sure.
to that.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Changed by what, 50, 60 degrees in such a short span of time? We can only hope. Thank you for that, Art. Thank you for waking up with us this morning. We will see you back here at noon.